Hello students, in today's class I am going to start your new topic, that is inertia. So before explaining the topic, I want to revise the small thing, that is your Newton's first law of motion. So according to Newton's first law of motion, the body remains at rest or remains in motion until and unless any external force is applied to it. So now come to the topic inertia. Inertia means inertness. Inertness means hardness. Okay. So inertness or inertia is the tendency of a body or inherent property of the body which makes the body to remain at rest or remain in motion. And that is the reason Newton's first law of motion is also called as law of inertia, because it is the inherent property, the tendency of body which can be remain at rest or remain in motion. So inertia is anything or material is incapable of changing its state or of rest or uniform motion of its own. So to change the state of rest or the state of motion, we require unbalanced force, and hence is in the state of inertness or inertia. That is the state of inertness, means without applying external force we cannot change the state of rest or state of motion. This is why Newton's first law of motion is also called law of inertia. Now see one example of inertia. If you have a football and a stone, kick the football and stone, what you will observe? That football can move long way, but stone may not move because of the inertia. Inertia of football is less, so it moves long way. Inertia of stone is more, so it may not move. So inertia can be measured by mass of the body. If the mass is more, then inertia is more. If you compare the inertia of wall and inertia of chair or table, which has more inertia? Exactly, chair or table has less inertia and wall has more inertia, because mass of wall is more than the mass of chair or table. So similarly, you can compare the other object also, like if you compare the refrigerator with your book. So which one is your more inertia? Refrigerator has more inertia than your book, because mass of refrigerator is more than the mass of your book. So I think it's clear that inertia is measured by mass. If mass is more, then inertia is more. Now see the law of inertia. So the tendency of a body to continue in a state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line even when some external unbalanced force is applied is called inertia. So in law of inertia you have to write the definition of inertia. So you can write in this way also. Inertia is the tendency of a body to remain at rest or in motion. Now there are three types of inertia. inertia of rest, inertia of motion and inertia of direction. Inertia of rest means the tendency of a body to remain at rest even by the application of external force. See the first example of this inertia of rest. If you have a tumbler, on the tumbler you put one cardboard. Okay, suppose this one is your tumbler and you put the cardboard like this, one cardboard here, okay, and on the cardboard you put one coin. If you place one coin and use the force, okay, if you use the force on this cardboard like this, it flick off, okay, it moves. What? It moves away. But as soon as the card is moved away, the coin is dropped down to the tumbler. Drop down to the tumbler. Why? Because the coin is in which state? It is the state of rest. And that state of rest is called inertia of rest. You can try this activity at your home also. Now, second example, passenger fall backward if car suddenly starts. Suppose any car is at rest and the passengers are sitting inside the car. And suddenly the car starts moving. Now in this, initially car is at rest. The passengers who were sitting inside the car, they were also at rest. So as soon as car starts moving, passengers fall backward. Why? Because the passengers are in which state? They are at the state of rest. That is the inertia of rest. So as the car starts moving, the lower portion of the body of the passenger is start moving with the car. But the upper part of the body is now at rest. So it moves what? It moves in backward direction. So this is the example of inertia of rest. Passengers fall backward if car suddenly starts or suddenly accelerated. See the third example, dust fly off when a carpet is hit with stick. If you stick the with stick, if you hit the carpet, all the dust particle is what? Fly off. Why? Because dust particles are what? They are in the state of rest and they again try to remain at the state of rest. So this is the another example of inertia of rest, that is dust fly off when a carpet is hit with stick. Fruits fall or leaves fall down when a branch jerked. So whenever the branches are jerked, okay, the leaves or fruits always comes down, because by jerking we are making the motion, okay, we are trying to give the motion, but leaves and fruits are in at the rest, okay, at the state of rest. So they have tendency to remain at rest. That is why they fall down and comes at rest again. Now tiny droplet of water fly off when wet towel suddenly jerk. So this is the same as the dust fly off when carpet is big. Because if you jerk the wet towel, all the water droplets are what? It will be fly off because they tends to be at rest. So these are the some examples of inertia of rest. Now see the inertia of motion. Inertia of motion, passenger fall forward when car stops suddenly. Now moving car or moving vehicle stops suddenly. So passenger is always fall forward because the bus comes at rest. With respect to the bus, lower part of the passenger is also comes rest, but the upper part is what? Still in the what? In the motion. That is the inertia of motion. That's why it falls forward. So because of the inertia of motion, passengers fall forward when car stops suddenly. Long jump athlete run a long distance before jump. So before jump, it always run a long distance to make the inertia of motion, to increase the inertia of motion. Next, runner fall forward if his foot is tripped by a stone. Suppose one runner is running and his foot is tripped by a stone. So as it tripped by a stone, it comes what? It comes at rest. But his body is still in which inertia? Yes, it is in inertia of motion. The body has tendency to move. That is called as an inertia of motion. It is important to tie seat belt in fast moving vehicle. Yes, in fast moving vehicle because of the inertia of motion. Fast moving vehicle always have what? Inertia of motion. So these all are the tendency of body to remain at rest or to remain in motion. Now inertia of direction. Inertia of direction means, again, this is a tendency of body to move in a specific direction. So it will move in the specific direction till you are not applying the external force. So first example, passenger tend to fall sideways when speeding bus takes a sharp turn. Yes, if the speeding bus takes a sharp turn, it means passenger is also tend to fall, okay, tend to fall sideways, because with respect to your train or with respect to bus, vehicle, our body is also in the which inertia? Our body is also tends to in the inertia of direction. The passenger hold to a support to prevent themselves for swaying in a turning bus. We always hold, okay? We always hold to a support to prevent what? To prevent ourselves for swaying in turning. If the bus turn, our body is also start turning. Why? Because of inertia of direction. So, what is inertia? Inertia is the tendency of a body to remain at rest or remain in motion. That is why Newton's first law of motion is also called law of inertia. Inertia is always measured by mass. If mass is more, inertia is more. Three types of inertia: law of inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and inertia of direction. So your work is read the chapter from page number 54 to 58. So all the examples and all the laws are given in this page, page number 54 to 58. After reading this one, you do page number 59, question number 2, very short answer type, question number 3. Page number 60, question number 4, question number 5, question number 6, B part, question number 7, 8, 9 and 12. And again from the page number 60, short answer type 2, you have to do question number 1 and 2. And send all these answers in my WhatsApp number. Thank you.